Okay, it's finally working now. Okay, so I'm going to go through this, hopefully a fairly quick video for you this time. Kind of been playing around with this, and I think I may have figured out how you can do this without using the registration failure like you're having, and just use regular paper so you don't have to print it. So it just depends on what media you're using. So so whatever comes up here is going to be dependent on what you did in a previous exercise. So first thing you're going to do is you want to make sure you're going to go this one, design page settings, figure your page. That piece of cardstock you gave me was 8.5 by 11, so I put it in here. It's landscape. I'll show you that in a video. The mat, you can, when you do vinyl, you're going to want to turn that mat off. But we're actually going to have a mat on here because I'm not using vinyl. And later on in your cut settings, you'll set that up on this here. You'll set this up to the vinyl cardstock. I'm going to put it on cardstock, and I'll have to remember to make sure I change my blade 3. And so now we'll go back to the design here. However, I don't want these registration marks on, because if you have those on there, you actually have to go print them. So one of these is the registration one. There it is. And you're just going to turn that off. Now they disappear. So now you can just stick this in there without registration. Just load it and it should find it, hopefully. As long as when you shove this in there and the machine picks it up. And I'm going to show you a couple other things on another video, because I've been playing with it, moving around a couple of things and stuff. So I'm going to again do this fairly quick. So I'm going to pick this. I'm just going to cut my name really bad, or really not bad, quick. I like comic, so I'm going to try to find a comic. I'm going to go bold just to make it a little bit bigger. I'm going to put the font quite large, and turn this on or off. It doesn't really matter. I'm not sure if it'll actually fit in here. Come on. Oops, where is he? Oh, missed the letter here. Okay, so come on. Okay, I'm hoping this will cut it. I don't know for sure. Okay, so or should I center? I'll leave it like that. Line spacing and stuff, you can change all that, whatever. It's all based on depending on your font size. Okay, so now if you actually had a clip art or something that you brought in here, you actually would have to do this trace. But because it's just a font, you don't actually have to trace it because it's already outlined. So you just have to go into cut settings here, and make sure you have your cardstock picked again. If you go to advanced, you can actually pick your cut based on the color of your fonts. If you put multiple fonts, you can cut them in different material and then overlap them or whatever. So I'm just going to leave it on standard, just do a cut. If I only did the cut edge, I believe it will not cut the inside portion of your letters. Okay, so I'm just going to leave it like that. At this point, I'm going to go get the machine all set up, and here I'll turn around and I'll put in a video showing the setup of that. Okay, so I'm going to attempt to cut without using registration marks. I've been playing around with vinyl, so if you notice this one thing here, right here, has moved over. Okay, so it's a pain in the butt, but you can move these. It says you can squeeze and turn them or something, and it'll come off of this mark. I had a heck of a time doing this. And actually there's a lever over here. If you pull it down, it lifts it up a little bit, so it gives you a little bit more room. But it actually just moves on you. So I don't know what I did. And I don't know if I can do this with one hand. So I'm going to pause it for a second and then restart. Okay, so I had it held on to with the other bar over here with my other hand. So now what you do is, once it's out of these little slots, you can move it. And we can move it, and I don't know if you can hopefully see that. I don't know how well this thing focuses, and then it'll clip in here. And I don't know if you heard a clip. And right now, you see how loose this is? Okay, well, you just turn that knob back, and it tightens it right up. Okay, again, and then on here, and I don't think you can read it, I was doing a low to media. Well, now I'm going to go up and, and load the cutting mat, because that's what I'm using right here. And if you see, there's your manila cardstock, whatever, that I was using, and again, it's in landscape. So, okay, hopefully it's recording again. So now I'm going to hit send this to the machine, and it should show cutting here. And now I'm going to go back. Okay, so it's finished, and now again you hit this enter to unload it. Boom, spits it out. And I don't know if you can actually see on here. I know I can't really see it on this little screen, but yeah, I think you can kind of see the letters are cut in there. So I don't know if I peel this off, and I know again this is, yeah, it didn't go all the way through. Yeah, almost. I don't know if you can see here. You can almost see it went through. So again, you'd have to play with it, trial and error. I mean, this could work out, end up having to be a knife of 5 or 6 cut. Who knows? What I would suggest doing is every piece of material you get, do a test cut a circle until it goes through, and then write that on your stock so that you actually know what's what. So, okay, so it's cutting right now, and I'm going to show you a video. Hopefully it cut all the way through. I'm guessing on the thickness, because it doesn't really talk. There it shows complete. It doesn't actually talk about your weight of your material. So I think it's a trial and error thing. The other thing I wish it would do is I wish it would follow the lines. Like, I run a CNC machine, and it'll actually show me where the bit is cutting at any given time. This one doesn't actually show that. So, but anyway, we'll stop this. I'm going to go back onto the other video, and again, my suggestion would be, when you get material, do a test cut a little circle in the corner, and keep, and just do a little tiny little bit until you get through. This obviously was a heavier cardstock, so what you can do is, if you actually went in here and click in here, you can actually increase this. Okay, because this says plain cardstock, so that might have, and I don't know if there's a heavier one in here. Chipboard sticker, corrugated, cover stock, so that's probably heavier. See, that goes up to a 7. That's probably what I should have used. So, you know what, I'm actually going to throw this back in there and give it a try, but I'm not going to show that in the video. So, anyway, but again, you can actually put this whatever you want. I think what I would do is I would test your material that you use, and then write that number in the corner of it, or keep a spreadsheet or whatever of it, so that you know what's going on. So, anyway, I hope this all helps, and I hope this one's a little shorter for you. Okay, so I figured I was going to do a little video. I changed the setup to be about blade 7. It looks like it's cutting all the way through, but you'll see how slow it's now cutting. So obviously the speed is determined by the depth as well. I'm going to go through. I'll do another quick video once it's done cutting to show you that it went through, hopefully. Okay, so one last try, hopefully it works. Unload, and I'm going to pull here on this, and I mean, if you look, you can really see the letters coming in on this one, so I'm really hoping that it went through. And if you look there you go. And this, I think they call this weeding, where you pull the letters out. And if you're doing vinyl, you actually, what you do, oops, that one didn't stick on there, that E. But what you could do is, if you're doing vinyl, you pull these off like this, and then you actually use, this is a hint for you, you use Scotch tape. Well, that E didn't quite cut properly. Anyway, shoot, Okay, you're probably getting sick tired of the movement on this video, but anyway, if you're using vinyl, put masking tape over top the letters, and then that's what you use to attach them. So you peel them off the vinyl and stick them to your walls so they all stay lined up and stuff like that. So anyway, so as you can see, I'll rip it off without that letter, but it pretty much works. So anyway, that's the machine.